Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Diego here in Bogota, Colombia, the beautiful country here, high up in the Andes Mountains, which are right behind me in the window. If you look through the window, let me see, I'll show you, okay? This is the Andes Mountains. See how cool is that? You got to see the Andes Mountains. Now this video is about things that you, Mr. Sponsor, must do before you mail your K1 visa package or K3 visa package to the lockbox in Dallas, Texas. Very important video. Pay attention, guys, okay, and ladies. Okay, number one, did you make a cover sheet? Did you make a cover sheet with a bullet format identifying everything that you are submitting in your K1 visa, okay? Does your cover sheet, does the information on the cover sheet match the order that you place the documents in your K1 visa package? So, number one, okay, will be on your cover sheet, this is a check for $535. Did you put the check in an envelope and mark on the envelope $535 check for K1 visa? And then did you put that envelope in a document protector? Okay. Did you include the USCIS form when right here, this USCIS form, did you include it as the second part of your visa package to identify that you will get a text message from the lockbox telling you that they received your K1 visa package? Next in your K1 visa package is your form I-129F. Okay, is it properly filled out? Have you double checked, triple checked it 10 times for spelling mistakes? Passport numbers, the passport of your beneficiary matches the passport number that you wrote in the form I-129F. Did you spell your beneficiary's name correctly? Did you check NA or none in anything that doesn't pertain to you? Make sure you don't leave any empty boxes, okay? So go over your form I-129F with a very fine tooth comb. Make sure it is absolutely accurate. Do not forget to sign it. Do not forget to date it, okay? Now, but behind your form I-129F, do you have two passport photos for your beneficiary and her children and of you? You got to have a minimum of 2 passport photos of you, the beneficiary, you, the sponsor, and any of her children, okay? And then write their names or on the back of the passport, so the photo, so immigration knows who they are, okay? And then include a receipt for the purchase of these passport or visa photos, because you got to have these photos taken within 30 days before you mail the K1 visa to the lockbox. You got to prove it to immigration. Here are the photos. Put them in Ziploc bags. Put them behind the form I-129F. Write your name on the back of each photo, and then include the date on the receipt from when you got the passport photos created. The next part of your K1 visa package is your USCIS form Supplemental, which is going to identify part 2, question 34, which is a strong, honest letter of explanation of the first time you, Mr. Sponsor, met your fiance in person, okay? And then after that, you're going to have USCIS form I-134, which is your properly filled out affidavit of support, okay? And then next is a copy in color of your passport, the biographic page, Mr. Sponsor, a color photo of your beneficiary's passport, and a color copy photo of any of her children or his children. Anybody who's included in form I-129F will have a colored biographic photocopy of his or her passport in your K1 visa package. Do you have a color scanned copy photo of your driver's license? Okay, that's going to be next in your K1 visa package, and on your cover sheet it will be item number whatever copy of driver's license, okay? Next, you're going to have an original signed letter of intent to marry your beneficiary, and your beneficiary will have an original signed letter in his or her native language, intent to marry you, Mr. Sponsor, and this letter will be translated into English. If your beneficiary is from Venezuela, like Karina, my beneficiary, my fiance, my future wife is from Venezuela. She wrote her lovely letter of intent to get married to me in Spanish. I then got it translated into English, and then we got it notarized, and she signed it, okay? So we have 4 original signed letters of intent to get married. 1 for immigration at the lockbox, 1 for the embassy interview, and then for you, for your own personal records, okay? But they have to be an original signed letter. Next, on your cover sheet, you're going to make sure that you have itemized copies of police certificates of your beneficiary, translated into English. Karina is from Venezuela, so I got a police certificate from Venezuela. Karina now lives here in Colombia, and she's been here for 4 years plus, so I got a police certificate from Colombia. I got them both translated into English. So then in the visa package, I put their police certificate Venezuela, police certificate Colombia, and then translated into English, okay? If your beneficiary lived in any country longer than 6 months, you must get a police certificate from those countries and include them on the cover sheet and include them in your visa package to USCIS. Next, on your cover sheet, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to make sure that you have written in there all these items that you're including in your K-1 visa package. Next will be the printed terms of service for any online dating sites where you met your fiancé. If you met your fiancé primarily, number 1, let's say in Colombian Cupid or Thai Cupid or whatever, you need to print the terms of service of this dating website so immigration can see that it's not an international marriage broker. Colombian Cupid, Filipino Cupid, Thai Cupid is not an international marriage broker, but you got to prove it to USCIS, and you do that by printing the terms of service, highlighting this where it says in the terms of service, this is not an international marriage broker, and then you include that on your cover sheet, okay? Next, you're going to write on your cover sheet, evidence of meeting your fiancé in person, okay? At least 2 years worth, and you've got to meet your fiancé face to face in person within 2 years of you filing for your K-1 visa. If you met your fiancé in person in 2020 and you file your K-1 visa in 2023, that's not going to work, ladies and gentlemen. You've got to go then back to that country and revisit your fiancé and spend time with him or her and keep the evidence, the passports, stamps, the boarding passes, photos, letters, hotel receipts, dinner receipts, and all that. And you document that on the cover sheet before you mail your K-1 visa package to the lockbox. Make sure everything in your visa package is strong. Do you have wedding plans in process? Do you have wedding plans? Okay. Put this on your cover sheet. Evidence of wedding plans for our future wedding if our visa is approved. All of your evidence for wedding plans. And I made a video on evidence for wedding plans. Check it out and you will know what to add into your K-1 visa package. Next, in your K-1 visa package, on your cover sheet, you're going to put proof of income, letters from your employer. This is where you work, Mr. Sponsor. Your tax return. If you are retired military, a letter from DFAS, the Defense Finance and Accounting Center, saying this is how much money I make. If you're on Social Security, a certified or notarized copy of your Social Security letter. Okay? All this is very important. And then obviously you're going to have your tax return included in this part of your cover sheet as evidence of income. Next on your cover sheet, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to have a letter from your bank saying This is how much money you deposited in the last year, and this is when I opened my bank account, and have a letter from your bank included in your K-1 visa, because they're going to probably ask for it at the embassy interview. They're going to probably ask for it when you upload documents to the National Visa Center. So get it done now, okay? Go to your bank, get a letter. This is when I opened my account. This is how much money I deposited in a year. Next, in your K-1 visa package, you're going to have any letters of explanation that you want to write to USCIS and explain situations from your past. Let's suppose you had a little minor criminal history, and it's not a felony, it's just a little minor incident. Here is your opportunity to write a letter to immigration and say, this is what happened. I'm sorry, it will never happen again, but open up to the immigration right away your problems, because they will find out when they do the police check on you, and it's much, much better that you tell them first before they find out first, okay? So do that. Let's suppose you were married in the past to somebody from Venezuela or Ecuador or Peru, and you had a K-1 visa approved in the past, and then that person, you divorced her, okay? And she's living back in her home country or in the United States, whatever. Write a letter of explanation, what happened, why you got divorced, because you get 2 chances for a K-1 visa, okay? This will be your second chance if you're in that position. But you got to write a letter of explanation. What happened? Where is your ex-wife now? Living in the United States? Living in her home country? Explain it, okay? Next, on your visa application, you're going to have proof of your ongoing relationship. You're going to have at least 2 years, 1 year at a minimum, proof of your ongoing relationship, okay? Emails, letters, chats, all printed, photos, etc., 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 okay? And don't forget this end statement. When you get done writing your cover sheet, listing all these things, plus whatever else applies to your visa package, okay, you're going to put this statement on your cover letter, okay? Right here, copies of documents submitted are exact photocopies of unaltered documents, and I may be required to submit original documents to an immigration or consular officer at a later date. Very important. And then you sign your cover sheet, you date your cover sheet, and you check once again your K-1 visa package is perfect. No errors in typing, no spelling mistakes, no dates. The passport expiration date of your beneficiary's passport is this date, but you wrote this date. Make sure you didn't mess up anything. Once you have a strong visa package and you are confident you didn't make a mistake, mail it to the lockbox via FedEx or UPS, or so you can track it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what you must do before you mail your visa package to USCIS. Make sure it is absolutely perfect and that you have an exact copy of this visa package at your house. An exact copy of everything. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching our videos. And right behind me, those are the Andes Mountains. You can't see them, but I showed you at the beginning. And we will see you in Colombia.